If you're ever in London and you find yourself lost and wandering around late at night, you might just see a ghostly black cab appear out of nowhere. If you decide to get inside, you'll never be seen again. That's right, there's a creepy black taxi in London that has a terrifying secret, and some believe it could be the work of an evil spirit. It's said that this ghostly vehicle can be found meandering through the empty streets of London at night, looking for unsuspecting victims to drag down dark alleys and never let them return. But who would want to ride in this mysterious taxi? And why does it only appear at night? Well, the story goes that the taxi itself is cursed. You see, it was driven by a man named Jack, who was known as the most despicable human being alive. He drove his cab around the city, picking up fares and doing his best to make their lives a misery. He was nasty to the customers, often refusing to take them to their destination and driving them around in circles until they practically begged him to stop. He also had a complete disregard for their safety, often speeding and driving recklessly, taking corners too fast and even running red lights. But Jack's horrible behavior didn't go unnoticed, and one day he was reported to the authorities. They took away his license and his badge and forbade him from ever driving a taxi in London again. But Jack wasn't the kind of man who was going to accept defeat, so he decided to buy a cab and drive illegally. One night, while driving through the city, Jack picked up two men. He drove them around all night, making their experience as horrible as possible. But these men weren't like his other customers. They were actually undercover cops who had been watching Jack for weeks. They finally had enough evidence to arrest him. But when they got into Jack's cab, things took a turn for the worst. Jack sped off and led the police on a high-speed chase through the city. The police were in pursuit for over an hour, but eventually they lost Jack's cab. It was as if he had vanished into thin air. And that is when the rumors started to spread about an evil taxi that roams the streets of London at night, preying on unsuspecting victims. Some believe that the ghost of Jack and his stolen cab are still out there, driving around London looking for people to scare. If you're ever in London and you hear the sound of a car horn at night, don't turn around, just keep walking. If you do, you might just see a black cab with a malevolent spirit behind the wheel. So do you believe in ghosts? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to hear more scary stories, stay tuned for more content.